Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
The functionality of the internal combustion engine largely depends on the correct compression in the cylinders. Note that it is impossible to name one common correct indicator, since it can vary depending on the model of the vehicle. In this article, we will talk about what compression should be, how to check it, as well as change it. What is compression? This word denotes the maximum amount of pressure in the cylinders, which is created after starting the starter, idle cranking. Note that this is not the compression ratio, as many people confuse. Compression measurement in the engine is carried out by removing the plugs and installing in their place a special unit, a compressometer. The norm of compression in the cylinders of the engine. What compression should be in the engine? In power units whose compression ratio is equal to 8 or 9 atmospheres, this indicator should be within the limits of 10.4, 11, and 7. Those engines whose compression ratio is 10 or higher should have a compression of at least 13 atmospheres. As for diesel engines, they should have a compression ratio of 20 atmospheres and a compression of 26. How to check it? So, there are a number of simple rules that must necessarily be observed. The motor should not be cold. Before checking it, warm it up. In addition, prohibit the fuel supply by disconnecting the injectors, pump, or using other methods known to you. All plugs should be disconnected. Do not try to turn out some of them. That is, to repeat the work of service station professionals. Such a situation may not be to your advantage. The starter should be working and the battery is fully charged. Compression measurement can take place not only when the throttle is open, but also when it is closed. The results after each of the tests may differ. Now we will explain for what reason. Since the choke is closed, respectively, a little air enters the cylinders. It is because of this that the indicator can be equal to 6 or 8 amperes. Read also, how long does alcohol in the blood remain in the blood when this indicator is measured with the flaps open? The result will be slightly different. This is because there will be a lot of air flow, which will increase the pressure level. Accordingly, there will be leaks, but not as big as the air supply level. In the end, the result will be as follows: 9 amps. Important. Checking by opening the flap is more suitable in the presence of major failures in the internal combustion engine. In general, in both the first and second cases, it is necessary to take into account the dynamics of the airflow, which causes pressure. If when checking the first kind of compression level will be equal to 4 amperes, and when checking the second will increase sharply, it means that the piston rings have failed. To improve the situation, increase the pressure and, consequently, compression, you need to pour a little oil into the cylinder. How to measure compression? Checking the compression in the cylinders of the internal combustion engine is often made by the above-mentioned unit, compressometer. The domestic market offers a fairly simple aggregates, not characterized by special intricacy. Meanwhile, foreign manufacturers are increasingly surprising buyers with new devices that are equipped with adapters, i.e., they are suitable for different car brands. So-called motor testers quite quickly and yet effectively cope with their task. Unlike domestic devices that record the level of pressure, foreign guests determine the amplitude of electricity. That is, the more pressure in the cylinder, the more energy the starter takes during cranking. In general, such devices simultaneously check the compression in all cylinders. Another big advantage is that it is not necessary to turn out the plugs, and this is sometimes very important for inexperienced car owners. This tester also has some disadvantages. It gives out the results in percentages of the cylinder that functions better or some other units. Only the most expensive testers are able to show the result, that is, the level of compression in each of their cylinders. Read also, how to wash a car engine properly, why the compression level drops. The lower the compression level, the worse it is for the car, and it will soon need an internal combustion engine overhaul. This is a misconception. Do not be so categorical. The check is necessary to determine the actual problem and eliminate it, and in no case consists in replacing most of the units of the engine compartment. So, possible problems that the diagnostics can show: low battery level. The piston oil rings of the piston are worn, the timing mechanism is not working properly. The starter does not function properly. Cylinder head gasket burned through. A cracked valve. This is not the end of the list. It could go on for a long time. It was created in order to convey to car owners that low compression is not immediately kapitaka, but perhaps a minor and quickly solvable problem. Well, now you know how to check the compression in the engine, and you can perform this simple operation yourself. Do not wait for the moment when the car loses traction. Perform regular diagnostics to prevent such trouble. Good luck with everything. In conclusion, checking the compression in your engine cylinders is a crucial step in diagnosing engine health and performance. By following the proper procedures, using the right tools, and interpreting the results accurately, you can identify potential issues before they escalate. Regular compression checks can help ensure your engine runs smoothly and efficiently, ultimately extending its lifespan. Remember, a well-maintained engine not only performs better, but also saves you money in the long run. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more automotive tips and insights.